CBS News exclusive report. Inside a free Kuwait City, Iraqi soldiers surrendering by the tens of thousands, and the noose is tightened on Saddam's encircled army. This is the CBS Evening News. Dan Rather reporting live from Saudi Arabia with a special War Update edition. Good evening. Saddam Hussein's best troops, his Republican Guard, is encircled in the desert night. It's in the process of being annihilated if it doesn't surrender. With his army collapsing and his guards caught in an ever-tightening vice, Saddam himself tried today to declare victory and beat it out of Kuwait. President Bush called that, quote, an outrage, and said the war will go on with undiminished intensity. Tonight, Kuwait City is free, and Allied forces are driving on.
The Iraqi army is in full retreat.
There are areas of resistance, but many of those who weren't retreating were giving up. Allied commanders said the prisoners came in so fast they couldn't even count them. The latest estimate, 30,000 plus. Nearly half the Iraqi army is considered out of action now. Allied forces tightened their noose with a series of swift encircling movements that stretched nearly 300 miles across the desert battlefield. From the west, an American airborne brigade, the 82nd, leapfrogged to the Euphrates River. Their mission, block the escape of the Republican Guard northward. To the east, the main U.S. Army's armored force, the giant 7th Corps, and British armored units are engaging the Iraqi Republican Guard. In southern Kuwait, the Pan-Arab Force, along with U.S. soldiers and Marines, are driving northward. And finally, U.S. Marines, Saudis, and Kuwaitis drove up the coast road to Kuwait City.
The war is not over, and we're going to continue to attack and attack and attack.
45 miles from the Kuwaiti capital, Saudi gunners opened up when Iraqis dug in along the coastal road, clearing the way for a convoy of Arab forces and U.S. Marines to barrel north into Kuwait City itself and beyond. CBS News reporter Bob McEwen first told the world today that Kuwait City was free in a dramatic live broadcast as he rode with the first Allied troops, including U.S. Marines, into the capital. Tonight, McEwen was with the Marines as they secured the U.S. Embassy, which had been abandoned under siege last December. He's with us now live from Kuwait City. Bob?
Dan, as you've said, there is a handful of U.S. Marines in the U.S. Embassy here in Kuwait City tonight. The other Allied forces are just outside the city, prepared to come in at dawn or shortly thereafter to officially liberate the Kuwaiti capital. But as we discovered when we arrived late this afternoon, that liberation, in fact, may have taken place at midnight last night, when after 7 months of occupation, Iraqi forces simply got up and left. As we drove down the Fahil freeway into Kuwait City, people in their backyards waving at us, people driving their cars, shaking their fist and showing the V for Victory sign, and everywhere the Kuwaiti flag flying again. Driving along the almost deserted highway that leads to Kuwait City, past burning oil wells and burned out tanks, there was a sense of disbelief that we had left the war behind and might actually be able to drive right into the capital. Along the road closer to town, jubilant Kuwaitis waved to us, waved the flag, and waved the weapons left behind by fleeing Iraqi troops.
The Iraqis ran away, they left everything. They left the machine guns, they left everything.
Inside Kuwait City, there was a sense of the suffering this nation has endured.
Never you saw such thing. Just these soldiers came to Kuwait, destroy everything you saw, destroy the men here.
Empty streets, damaged buildings, no electricity, no water, and for the time being at least, no law. But there was